Welcome, I'm your host, Locum23. Joining me for Endless Summer, Book 3, Chapter 6, The Ties That Break. Quartel. You awaken with a start. Huh? You're seated in an overstuffed chair in a room crammed with strange objects. Piano music spills from the boombox. Somewhere a clock is ticking. Stella comes running over and crouches next to you. You're awake. Are you feeling okay? I think so. Are we still in Quartel? Nearby, a female Vanti is leaning over a work table. She sets down her tools and turns, examining you through an elaborate pair of goggles. Well, still functioning? Look, I'm not the Endless. I didn't have anything to do with betraying the Vanti or... Wait, what's still functioning? Your internal clock woke you up at the right moment. Vanti switches off the boombox. You'll find that most of us aren't too interested in the Endless or the Catalyst. You had a hand in our story, certainly, but for us, that was quite long ago. Reach up to rub the side of your head, still sore from your fall. What was in that drink? Liquefied time crystal, harmless to us, but extremely toxic to others. Seems that shaman had it out for you. She leans closer, flicking magnifying lenses over her goggles. No symptoms other than drowsiness, though. You're very lucky, or perhaps different. Hey, back off. I didn't come here for a physical. No, you came seeking help. Our help. The island's heart, and your friend Zara told us. Where is Zara? Where are the others? Everyone's okay. They're in other parts of the tree. Unfortunately, no one else consumed what you did. And Ook Squall? On his way to Mount Atrapo to stop the Endless, I presume. I pointed out to him that one can't be held accountable for the actions of an alternative self. Oh, and you're probably wanting to call me Clockmaker. Will do. So Ook Squall went alone? I'm afraid his words managed to inspire a few others who'd grown restless. Restless about being trapped in the past? Restless while waiting for the new to depart. I'm not sure I follow. We don't simply revel for heroism's sake, you see. It's a farewell party. At some point, an eventuality may occur where Venu is finally able to continue on its journey. Then at long last, our party will end. What's this have to do with the ghost? We've seen some sort of spirit, a glowing figure that tries to help us. Indeed. Venu has rarely shown itself to us. Stories speak of bright light, visions, a faceless angel guiding those in need. So, that's what it is then. Okay, I still don't understand why it would want to help us. Perhaps Vanu was hoping you might help it return. Gong, gong, the clock you'd heard begins to sound the hour. The bespeculated Vanti delicately turns back the hour hand on a small desk clock. As for me, I can get you into Rourke's facility in exchange for an answer to one simple question. Somehow I doubt it will be as simple as you say. She takes a seat in the odd-looking chair at the center of the room, casually folds her arms. What is time? Like, the abstract concept of time, or? Yes. What does it mean to you? Answer carefully. Time is a story we tell ourselves, the soul of the universe, a continuum of inevitability. So, there's no real effect from these, by the way, at least from what I can tell. However, if the first choice, at least right now that we can tell, the first choice, she's disappointed. The middle choice is happy, that you think the way she does. And the final choice is we're becoming the endless, which I chose in my playthrough. I'm going to continue. I don't think the soul of the universe really is time. A story we tell ourselves, in a way, yes, I believe. But soul of inevitability, I'm sticking with. Time is a continuum of inevitability and always wins in the end. An interesting perspective, and as formed as one as that, but it also is the perspective of the endless. I already told you I'm not now, not yet. You're beginning to think like them, though. In any case, you've answered the question, and now my end of the bargain is all owed. Come. Clockmaker opens a sliding metal door and beckons you to follow her. You emerge in a hazy daylight. Anarchist Avanti are carousing amid the outdoor platforms and walkways of Quartel. John? Yep. Zara and Crag wander over to you drunkenly. Yo, you got the hiccups again! No, I don't. Have you two been up partying all night? They stare at each other blankly and begin giggling. You say that like you're surprised. Oh crap, Z, don't look, but there's a mouse by your foot! Zara gasps, searching the ground. What? Where? Boom! Hiccup scared. Michelle walks out of a nearby building, rubbing her temples wearily. How does anyone around here sleep here with all the noise? It's not noise, it's ETM. Whatever. Several of the others emerge behind her. Morning, John. Hey, Doodle Bombers! Raj probably lays down in the sun and closes his eyes, falling back asleep. John, when you're ready, I can open a rift here in Quartel. It'll take you directly to Rourke's compound beneath the observatory, going back to a time where before he'd expect you to arrive. Oh, what? I like this already! So you're just gonna help us? Just answering our question? That question matters much more than you realize, as does the island's heart. John, if you're gonna be freaking time ninja, you've gotta change your luck. I grabbed some sick gear last night. Put these on. She deposits a pile of clothes into your arms. Look, guys! We can look like the guy from Guardians of Galaxies. I'm serious. Tell me, does he or does he not look like it? Anarchist gear, never run out of time again, doubles the length of time choices. Okay, so time choices was our weakness. Do we want to? I think I'll handle it just fine. I mean, because of diamond choices. That, and I don't know if it gives any points with people. You know, I kind of like this. What's not to like? You look like a rock star. I feel like I just need to create a new pictogram account just to document that outfit. Hell yeah, give me 5, John! Where your palms can touch, Craig pulls back and suddenly everything starts moving in slow motion. Whoa. You're the chosen one, Neo. You're the chosen one! You're able to easily press your hands against Craig, so all movement returns to normal speed. Haha, too slow. How in the... You're grinning, running a hand against the silky fabric of your Anacrust outfit. That could come in handy. Do I wear it? Because remember, we were typically going for choices, but I feel like in our normal edition, this outfit, like, really was crucial. Like, I really feel like we'll wear it for this one, since it's so important. Clockmaker nods and takes a stopwatch from her pocket. She adjusts a few dials and clicks the bottom and the button on the top. Vonti in the area immediately begin to step back. Zixon! The air in front of you ripples and implodes with a burning film slide. Like a burning film slide. Suddenly, a huge glowing rift opens. Scully, the truth is out there! Oh God, is this when some guy in a demonic bunny suit tells us to wake up? I'm awake! I'm awake! Am I awake? Well, try to maintain it until you return, but do be quick. Time for deploy. You ready, Boy Scout? Come on, everybody. Let's go turn the tables on Rourke. You run headlong towards the rift with your friends behind you. They don't stand much of a chance, do they? You hear the clockmaker sigh sadly as you make the final jump. May Vanu guide them. Oh, it's such a, fantastic, optimism in your voice when we hop through there, You step into an immense high-ceiling room lined with monitors and advanced tech equipment. Zara's jaw drops. Dang, I could spend some time in here. Jake motions for everybody to keep quiet, then points at someone standing at the computer terminal. Malfoy, 3 o'clock. Alistair's back is turned to you. He carefully connects a cable to a hovering drone, then gazes into a monitor expectingly. Mother, can you hear me? Iris's face appears on the screen. Her blank gaze seems to stare right through Alistair. Mother, it's me, please. I need your help. Access denied. User is invalid. Someone's coming. A group of arachnid operatives comes rushing towards you. The intruders! What? No! Stand down! Soldiers hold their ground. Alistair hurriedly disconnects the drone, causing the terminal monitor to go blank. Oh man, I gotta say I like his new look. Not gonna lie, I like it. So this choice... Negative with Estella and Alistair, positive with Quinn. However, give us the heart and we'll leave is negative with Zara and positive with Sean. I'm gonna go with my heart on this one. Why are you still helping Rourke? Do you think this is what Grace wants? Have you even stopped to think about her, Alistair? He's spineless. We already know this. I told you not to interfere. You're forcing me to do things I don't want to do. Permission to capture the intruders? Alistair whirls towards the arachnid troops. Just leave. I have this situation under control. You're lying. Jake takes a step towards Mike. Sean puts on an arm to hold him back. Mike, damn it, fight it! Alistair enters a series of commands into a terminal. Mike freezes into place. I said leave. Yes, sir. Mike turns stiffly and begins walking off. Wait, we're just gonna... We're moving. That's an order. Copy. The operatives file down a ramp behind Mike. You're controlling him? Don't be ridiculous. I merely adjusted his memory of the last few minutes. Where's the island's heart? There. Alistair points across the room to a towering robotic form surrounded by wires and scaffolding. Good God! It's still awesome. Inside the Omega mech. What in the Sam Hill? Are we screwed? Nice knowing you dudes. Diego Gassie's leaning over a surveillance monitor. John, look. Several camera feeds are shown on the screen. In one of them, you see Varen restrained atop a lab table. They captured him. Are they experimenting on him? You suddenly recall seeing this once before, in the vision shown to you by Diego's idol. Oh no. Diego turns pale and begins wringing his hands. Please say we'll save him, or help him, John. Grace has got to be here too. Why don't I see her on any of the monitors? Alistair, where are they keeping Grace? You should leave the way you came, John. This is only going to end badly for everyone. Tell me. Alistair's gaze falls to the floor. He doesn't respond. We need to either go after Varen or Grace, or the island's heart quickly. What's it gonna be, John? So we gain points with Sean and Jake for the first one, however, we lose with Diego. And if we go with Varen and Grace first, we get Quinn, Estella, and Diego. All positives, no negatives. So let's go with that. Our friends come first. That's the way it should always be. Thank you, John. Alistair's hands move to a terminal keyboard. I've warned you. Now you've left me no choice but to... Ugh! He slumps forward. Behind him stands Estella, brandishing the blunt end of her spear. She takes a moment to pop tension out of her neck. Been wanting to do that for a while now. Claire grabs a loose power cord and begins tying Alistair's hands. I can't believe we have to do this, but it's better not take any risk at this point. Once Alistair is securely bound, everyone runs toward the elevator bank. Arriving in the observatory lab, Varen is lying on a large surgical table, his arms and legs pinned down by the mechanical restraints. Diego rushes to his side. Varen, can you hear me?
Diego, I'd hope I'd see your face one more time. They ambushed me too many. I couldn't.
Shh, I know. We're gonna get you out of here. Jake struggles to open one of the restraints.
Ah, damn it. This thing won't budge.
Sean gives it a try, but he's only able to create a tiny gap between the shackle shackle snapshot. Diego turns towards a workstation. He and Zara appear at the screen. Piece of cake. All we need to do is release the... Workstation goes dark. Iris's hologram appears at the center of the room. I'm sorry, Zara. I can't let you do that. We need to leave. Fast. Iris, you gotta let Varen go. Negative. This specimen will remain in custody for the duration of the procedure. A series of panels slides open near the ceiling. A camera and robotic arms connected to a machine gun emerge from the wall.
What the? Are you kidding me?
Defense sequence initiated. Final warning. Her sinister expression flickers. The hologram is being projected from a pedestal on the other side of the lab. That is a lot of time. Dive into the table. It was like doo-doo in the normal edition. That's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You take everyone to the table. Everyone follows suit except for Diego. Diego! With tears in his eyes, Diego gazes remorsefully at Varen. Finally, he joins you underneath. No hostiles within range. Defense sequence suspended. Phew.
We need to do something about that camera.
Eye in the sky needs taken out, and leave it to me. Khalid pulls a slingshot from his pocket, takes aim, and sends a rock flying. Crash! The rock strikes something and drops it to the floor. Bingo! Peek out your head and see a wisp of smoke curling from the broken camera. Diego rushes back to Varen and puts his arms around him, sobbing heavily. How can we get him out? We've got to get him out. Surveillance lost in cloning lab. Alerting proper channels. Wait. Iris, we're your friends. We've got Rourke at gunpoint. Directive 1908. Oh, man. I'm trying to remember how much, if Iris likes us at all. But if you select we're your friends, it gets Sean a plus point if Iris likes you or higher. However, if Iris is neutral or lower, you get a negative point with Craig, Jake, and Zara. So I went with activate Directive 1908. which didn't work out for us. I feel like we've got, because I did this in my normal edition, so I'm going to go with we've got Rourke at gunpoint. Jake nods at you, then turns towards the hologram. If you don't release Varen, Rourke here gets a bullet in the head. What's it gonna be? Irish's hologram scans the area blindly. Data inconclusive. Everett Rourke was not seen entering the cloning lab. Just try and test me, Haley 9000. Threat level too high, complying with hostiles' demand. Ching ching! All of Varen's restraints come open. Iris vanishes. Michelle examines Varen's concernedly. I don't see any wounds, but they may have sedated him. A blaring siren sounds out. Huh? That little piece of... She activated an alarm. We need to move. Now. Diego and Craig carefully prop up Varen's much taller frame. Everyone hastens towards the elevators. What, Varen? Siren sounds again, putting your nerves on hinge. Varen gestures towards the door on the other side of the Gru lab. Grace. Let's go check it out. Next to the lab, at the meeting point in the 3 hallways, Varen points to the left. Sirens blare the 3rd time as it begins to fade. You hear heavy footfalls approaching. Found you! Tetra and a group of arachnid soldiers round a corner in the central hallway. Give yourselves up or we'll use force. Eat my shorts. Okay, Bart. Hey, Jakey Wakey, wanna hear a good joke? Your face? Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have a choice? Or his IQ test results. Why did the wolf cross the road? To get the hell away from you. Jake inclines his head towards the group. On my signal. Boy Scout, aerial, short stuff. And big guy, you take Papa Smurf and head left. Are any of those people even here? I said, why did the wolf... You got me, pal. He didn't. Someone ripped his guts out first. Oh my god. He actually gives me a brain aneurysm. Tetra reaches out towards Jake, his mechanical arms stretched out like snakes, rapidly closing the distance between them. They rebuild him? Now! You, Quinn, Diego, Craig, and Varen run for it down the left hallway. The rest of the group holds their ground. Glancing back, you see Jake narrowly dodge Tetra's writhing limbs, which crash into the wall, sending chunks of debris flying. Jake! Get out of here, John. Go! Jake and Sean lead the others down the right hallway. The arachnid soldiers swiftly pursue. Tetra arrives at the intersection and glances over his shoulder at you. Oh, no you don't! An arm of serpentine steel surges down the hall at you. Open a door. Wow, we have so much time. Much big. Build wall. You swing open a door and get behind it. The snaking arm punches through the heavy wood, but becomes stuck. Hell yeah, John! Tetra's mechanical fingers claw the air inches from your face. Stupid sneaky kid! He partially retracts the arm and gets ready to try again. Quinn moves between you and Tetra. Stay back, or I'll mess you up all over again. She glares at the hulking brute and begins waving her fingers mystically. No! Get away from me! You freak! Panic. Really? You calling my girl a freak? I'll beat the shit out of you. Panicking, he completely retracts the limb and runs after the other half of the group. Never underestimate the power of jazz hands. It's about all I've got at this point. Grace is here. Baron notions towards a door at the end of the hall. You're in a cramped interrogation room. An observation window looks in on Grace. Grace is sitting in the corner of a tiny cell, matted hair partially covering her face, but you can see her expression, despondent and staring into space. Grace, can you hear us? Quinn, You're here too? We all survived, Grace. We're here to rescue you. Don't bother. You're better off without me. What, Grace? I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna get you out of there. We are here to help. Diego turns several latches on the door in the cell, but he tries to open it, but something still is holding it shut. I got this! Greg gets a running start and then body slams against the door. It doesn't give. Greg winces and leans against the door. Ouch! There's something stuck in the lock on the inside. Just go away. You guys, they'll only catch you if you don't. Grace, please open the door. Why? What's so good about being out there? I'm better off where no one else can get to me. A light comes through one of the walls into the cell. The ghostly figure steps out of the cylinder blocks, looking down at Grace inquisitively. This kind of reminds me just right now of Interstellar. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. But no, seriously. It reminds me of Interstellar. They're back! The truth is out there, Scully. No, I'm hallucinating again. Grace, that's Van Nu. It wants to help us. No joke, Grace. That thing's legit. Just take whatever it gives you. Van Nu reaches inside of itself and withdraws a framed display containing beautiful butterflies. Is this really happening? You guys, what should I do? Those are pretty. Monarch? I love the blue butterfly. I love this one, wow. And a cheetah butterfly. Tell her to accept the frame. You place a hand on the glass from the observation window. Grace, go ahead and take it. Really? Okay, here goes nothing. She reaches out to accept the frame display from the Van Nu. How? We're not touching. Okay. You're on a balcony overlooking a bustling city. Through an adjoined windows, an upscale gallery can be seen. A large crowd is gathered inside, talking and gazing at the vibrant paintings that featured elaborate geometric patterns. Grace opens a glass door. She and Michelle walk out into the night air. I can't decide which one I like best, really, Grace. They're all amazing. Nice. I like the hair. It's kind of like Whoopi Goldberg. Thank you. Just let me know if you do see one you want, and I'll set it aside. And the butterfly brooch. Glass door opens again. Oh, you have aged? Girl, you have aged. So this is what, 10, 20 years in the future then? Hello, Grace. Mom, what are you doing here? Yeah, they changed her face, by the way. So is this permanent? Is this her new face that's changed? Because that saddens me now, because they changed it, and before she actually looked like a biatch, and she is one. Grace, don't be silly. I've always supported your little hobbies. Little hobbies. Mom, please don't try to embarrass me. Never, darling. I did notice that some of these designs of yours are a little lackluster. Maybe some more splashes of color here and there to spruce things up, you know? You're missing the point. I just don't understand why you don't take up something you're actually good at, sweetheart. Oh, Michelle. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, but you can shut the hell up, Miss Hall. Excuse me? Watch your mouth, young lady. Tell her, Grace. Mom, all these paintings were generated by calculations and assigned geometric properties. The whole point of the fractal art is the display of beauty of mathematics. It's not about being flashy or impressive. It's about celebrating the intricacies, patterns of the universe. Right, I knew that. No, you didn't. Jump off the goddamn ledge. Jump. Jump or I will shove you. No, you didn't. You've never taken anything I've done seriously, especially the things I'm passionate about. Blair glances back and forth between Grace and Michelle. Girl, you outnumbered, you best jump. I'll see. I'll be going then. No, not through the door. Jump. Blair turns on her heel and stalks out. Michelle places a comforting hand on Grace's shoulder. You alright? You know what? That felt really good. Good. I think she actually will get it, by the way. Seeing how talented you are, she probably just feels threatening. Anyway, she's got about 7 gushing art critics to get through on her way out of here, so I think it's gonna sink in. You know, when I was little, she gave me a glass box full of butterflies. Beautiful specimens in every color of the rainbow. It was just my most prized possession. And then I started to realize that that's all I was to her. A precious thing to keep under a glass and hide away. Grace, you get to decide who's really in your family and who's not. Don't let ties that bind you be the ties that break you, okay? Okay. Grace straightens with a relieved sigh, as if letting a long-held burden finally fall away. Now, I think it's time for some of that champagne. Agreed. Another burst of light sends you back to the interrogation room. Grace is standing at the center of her cell, eyes wide. John, I think I just saw... Your future. Vanu steps back into the wall, his light fading away. I think he's going to give us all one last gift. As Vanu is finally freed, the curse of the island is finally broken, and the Mount Atropo is finally undone, he will return us to the present and allow us to pursue our dreams. You heard it here, folks. That's my prediction. You hear a series of clicks, and then the cell door swings open. Grace stares at the group, clutching the framed display. I'm ready to go, John. Good. Now, if we could beat the shit out of Alistair on the way out, that'd be greatly appreciated. So, 5 more to go. Back at the entrance to the lab, you see Jake and the others gathered around Sean. It's fine. I'll make it. He's clutching his left leg. You notice the shine of fresh blood on his pants. Sean. What happened? I got grazed by a bullet. Grazed? This is a wound, Sean. I need you to take it easy and not put pressure on it. Michelle searches in her bag for a medkit. No time. We barely lost Tetra and his grunts back there. They're gonna find us if we wait much longer. Can you walk, bro? Yeah, let's just get out of here. As you head back towards the lab, Zara pulls a cylindrical device out from under her arm and presents it to Craig. Looky what we found. The laser cannon? I thought I was gonna see this again. He takes the harness and begins strapping it to his shoulder. Just try not to get too trigger happy. Oh, so this made a return. Everyone hurries to the elevators, returning to the floor you arrived on. Nice, the laser cannon makes a return. Zara stares at the Omega mech in awe. It's everything. It's something, alright. Jake scowls. Leave it to Daddy Weirdbugs to paint his doomsday device midlife crisis red. I hate red, by the way. Like, I like it, but I don't think I would ever have anything really that was red. Like, look at me, bright neon red. Woo, I need attention, please. Erratic flashes of lights come from the compartment near the mech's torso, excuse me. I think the heart's up there. Cool, I'll check it out. Zara climbs onto an elevated platform. She starts it up and begins rising. See, wait! Craig jumps up and laboriously hoists himself onto the platform. We used to watch Gundam together, remember? It was our tradition. Zara chuckles and grabs his hand. I remember you, doofus. Aww, they're bonding more. They hurtle upward, finally coming to the stop next to the compartment with a flashing light. Did you guys see something move up there? Michelle points to a cluster of desks. I see it. I think it's the ghost. No. It's not the ghost. We already ran into it. Come on now. You should have asked for permission before dropping in, sweeties. Now I'm gonna have to kick you out. Fiddler sends a dark katana whirling through the air towards your lower body. Okay, now if I remember this... trying to remember. I think blocking it was the thing. Yeah, block, duck, catch. Block it. Grab a monitor off the desk and crouch behind it, gritting your teeth. Slam! You're nearly thrown off balance as the blade crashes against the heavy plastic and slides to the ground. Too close. I'm telling you I could still catch it, damn it. Especially since he has time-altering gear now. He could just and grab it by its handle and just fling it right back. That's the kind of choice I want in this bug. God damn it. Fiddler pulls the weapon out of the pile of shattered glass on the floor. Her blade! It should have cut through that! You notice that there's no glow of heat around Fiddler's katanas. What's the matter? Lundgren replace your toys with hand-me-downs? Shut up, Wolf! She whirls toward Jake, both blades raised. High above, a flare of light catches your attention. Zara's holding the island's heart over the edge, preparing to drop it on Fiddler's head. You missed your opportunity to backstab me a second time, Janine. But if I get half the chance, I'll make you pay for what you did to me and Mike. Oh, business, Jake. Just business. But then you always did mix up work with pleasure. Fiddler, what did you do? Jake didn't like that Lundgren was up to. She brings the tip of one blade to Jake's neck, layering into his face. Oh, and I didn't like Jake. When he told me he was going to expose our commander, I did what anyone would have done. I let Lundgren know exactly what kind of scum he had working for him. Sounds like you forgot to tell him about yourself. Fiddler turns towards you, clucking her tongue disapprovingly. I do not like that mouth of yours. How about I cut you a new one? Dunk! A half spear of heavy crystal crashes into Fiddler's head. She hits the ground unconscious. Greg and Zara cheer from the platform. Yes! Haha! Pass completed. Nice assist, John. They lower the platform back to the floor. Diego scoops up the still intact heart. Jake doubles over, coughing hard. You okay, Jake? It's his lung. Nice, slow breaths, Jake. In through your nose, out through your mouth. That's all good and well until you have a stuffed up nose, and then it's like, just breathe in. Jake manages to get the coughing to stop and stands up. I'm alright. On your way back across the room, you pass Alistair's computer terminal. He's still unconscious. I can't believe him. I know how he feels. Really thought he'd see the light, though. A folded piece of paper caught under the base of Alistair's desk catches your eye. Move the desk. You give the desk a shove, but the paper moves with it, still trapped under the heavy metal base. This is gonna take too much time. We gotta keep moving, Boy Scout. Damn, I screwed it up. Wait, how are we gonna escape? I thought if you moved it, like the desk, it would, but okay. I almost had it. And it would have been a clue, by the way. I forgot about that. I did it in my normal edition, by the way. There's a portal that's gonna take us far away from here. Don't worry. That arachnid jerk's in our way. Glance over and see Mike guarding the time rift, rifle in hand. A voice comes from across the room, and its tone dryly admonishing. That didn't go well for you very last time. Step blindingly through a door, and you'll suffer whatever consequence lies on the other side. Whose voice is that? It sounded like it came from the mech. The cockpit of the Omega mech suddenly fills with light. Ha! Stay, my friends, and witness history in the making, or remaking. No, we have the heart. That you do, and I have its power. Energy circulates through conduits along the floor, flooding into the mech. It takes an earth-shaking step forward. To the portal, now! Alistair suddenly comes to. He begins struggling against his bonds. Father, what do you... Be silent, sit and watch while I do what Prometheus could not. For the fire of the gods is now mine forever. A sphere of rolling blue energy expands to envelop your friends. No! You back out of the energy field, but everyone else seems frozen in place. You're much too concerned with the material, John. The fleeting. Allow me to liberate you as I've been liberated. Everyone inside the sphere begins to flicker and fade as the Omega Mech erases them from time. Stop! Don't do this, Rourke! One by one, your friends start to disappear. Grace! Alistair frees an arm, slicing away his bonds with a snake-hilted knife. Not to worry, if you want them back, all you'll need is the rest of the island's heart. You see, John, with the heart's power, time is our plaything. You could not only save your friends, but even when you wish, once, twice, 1,000 times. Over. Imagine a savior is born. Alistair types frantically into his terminal. Mike suddenly slumps to the ground. I deleted his programming. Go! Ah, my son, my greatest mistake. Does it give you a measure of solace to see your father triumph? You were never a father to me. I ruined everything I cared about to try and make a connection with you. You're no god in the machine. You're just a scared, petty little man hoping to bend the world to his whim. Oh, divide and conquer is the Rourke family way, Alistair. Alistair's gaze falls on the energy conduit. His knuckles go white around the knife in his grasp. So it is. In one quick motion, Alistair raises the knife and dives forward. Not gonna lie, that still is awesome. The damaged conduit creates a massive energy overload. Wild arcs of blue and white lightning course across the Omega Mech. Gah! An enormous burst of energy throws Alistair onto his back, a trail of smoke streaming from his body. Ah! Simultaneously, the blue sphere dissipates and your friends reappear. Huh? What the? Oh! I'm back? Everybody get to the portal! Everybody get to the portal! Go! Run! Get to the portal! The entire group runs for the time rift. Jake finds Mike collapsed and scoops him up. Come on, you bastard. You'd better be alive after all this. He glanced back to Alistair, face blackened by scorch. He meets your gaze. You idiot! You could have died! Alistair raises a shaking hand, gesturing urgently to the portal. Go. While you still can. I'll hold them off. Will you get the hell up and come on? We're not leaving without you. Grace? Get over here! He staggers towards Grace, and the two of them enter the editing rift together. The rest of your friends follow, leaving just you and Diego. Time for a daring getaway, John. You don't have to tell me twice. Diego steps into the wavering portal as you're about to follow. Soon you'll understand
what you must do, John. But in the meantime, how about a parting gift?
Blue aura surrounds the time rift for a moment. Your friends are still visible. Then the image begins to distort like a fun house mirror. The edges of the rift widen and you find yourself falling through. Ah! One of 2 clues found, Emerald Heart. 6 of 7 clues. Nice work, you found most of the clues and unlocked part of the bonus scene. Yeah, like I said, if you would have done the paper, you would get the 7th clue. Meanwhile, somewhere on the eastern coast of Lahardia, Syraxa, Tara, Sabretooth stand together at the water's edge. You and Tikal play on the beach until I return.
But I want to go diving.
Tari.
Fine. Come on, Tikal.
Stay on the sand, but do not go past the cliffs. Do you understand? Tari picks up a long strand of seaweed, and the Sabretooth grabs the other end. They begin playing tug-of-war. Tari, did you hear me?
Yeah, so stay on the sand, but Syraxa better be safe too.
Syraxa watches them for a long moment, then sighs and wades into the surf. Once the water is up to her torso, she takes a deep breath and dives in. Syraxa descends swiftly into the sea trench, propelling by her powerful legs. She arrives at a patch of oyster shells along the trench wall and begins carving each one free with her knife. Behind her, in the vast darkness of the deep sea, a pair of green, glowing eyes open, followed by another pair, and another. Syraxa struggles to get the last pair of oysters and begins stabbing at their bases. Her blade rings out as it strikes the rock face. Clang, clang. 3 heads drift out of the abyss, drawing closer to the sound. One of them is blue and angular, with horns and glowing slits for eyes. The second is scarlet, with bulging eyes, and a huge lower jaw full of needle-sharp teeth. The third is green, many-finned, with a long, eel-like snout. Each head is connected with an incredibly long serpentine neck, all 3 of which culminate at the same body. Syraxa tenses, sensing that she's being watched. She turns. Upon seeing Cetus' 3 heads, she involuntarily screams. A flood of bubbles drifts up and away to safety. Right, so there's 3 of them now instead of 1. So, if you think about it, that's probably what happened because of the mutation from Malatesta giving him the heart. Remember, he threw the half in Cetus. The Crimson Head releases a roar that shakes the trench wall, causing the remaining oysters to tumble into the darkness. Syraxa freezes, paralyzed with fear. Please, Endless, anyone preserve me. The 3 enormous heads watch Syraxa, considering their prey. Slowly, they pull back into the darkness, their green eyes disappearing into the inky void of the depths. Syraxa kicks as hard as she can to return to the surface. When she emerges from the water, she finds the beach empty. Tari? Tari! Okay, went back, got 7 of 7 clues, so here we go. Several hours earlier. The Endless stares into the blazing lava pool. An eerie blue-green glow flickers across his weathered face. Don't worry. We're going to return your core to you. Isn't that what you want? A voice rises from the pit, reverberating off the cavern walls. All is broken. Broken. All. The telltale click of a gun being ready comes from behind the Endless. Freeze, Red Riding Hood! Rex Lundgren. I'd say it was a pleasure, but... Lundgren approaches the Endless, his assault rifle trained on the elderly man's head. I've heard about you. Try any of your tricks and I can end this conversation real quick. What do you want, Mr. Lundgren?
Seems this island's heart is incomplete. Where's the rest of it? Scattered. Lost. I said no tricks.
Endless extinguishes a ball of flame hovering from his palm and raises his hands in proclamation. Heart. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like hell you don't.
He swings the rifle and slams it against the side of the Endless's head.
Ugh.
Falls to his knees and begins desperately crawling towards the pit. Lundgren grabs the back of his head.
John's bringing it to you, isn't he? Tell me.
A hovering specter appears next to Lundgren. Ooh. Ooh. That's new. I think that is the aura of destruction. Vanu takes Lundgren's head in its ghostly hands. He gasps and convulses, releasing the Endless. His face contorts in pure terror as the spirit forces him to experience a vision.
But they're dead. I killed them all of them. I don't want to see this. Make it stop. Damn it. Make it. Ah!
Pulls away and flees down a tunnel as fast as he can. Vanum's arms lower to its sides. It hovers silently, watching the Endless, still gasping for breath on the ground.
You.
As the spirit fades, the Endless casts a glance behind him into the pool. A flicker of remorse appears in his eyes. He abruptly turns away. So, what was the remorse for? Damn, that is not so much a clue. That's more of a puzzle. I wish I would have never seen that. Because now I'm curious what the remorse is for. What could John, our MC, aka the Endless, be remorseful for? Guess we'll never know. That being said, like I said, I went back and I'm like, you know what? When I do a Diamond Edition, you guys want full. You guys want everything, right? So I'm like, oh, I better get 7 of 7 clues to see the full thing. So I went back and I got 7 of 7 clues for you folks. So don't ever say I don't do shit for you. No, I'm kidding. That being said, what do you guys think? And head down in the description below. There's links to our social media, there's links to our Discord, and there's a few links to support me and my content. Please do so if you can. It greatly supports me as well as my content, many other causes. It helps get these Diamond Editions and stuff done. Oh, and I'd kill for a cup of coffee right now, but if I drink the coffee, because I've been sick the last couple days, so that's why content has not been coming out like it should. If I drink the coffee, it'll upset my stomach. If I upset my stomach, then I won't be doing content. So I'm sitting there going, my head is hurting. I'm sitting there going, oh, I just want a coffee. And this is like, I had like meh coffee yesterday, which started my stomach up again. So I'm like, okay, so my stomach, for whatever reason, is just revolting against anything really right now. So I'm like, okay, I'll just eat toast today with some water. And that's pretty much it. So I hope y'all did enjoy. Thank you again for watching. And until next time, which tomorrow is Wednesday, so all new content will be coming out. I'll catch you all then. Peace.